Today's episode of Glen's Retro Show is brought to you by DNA Dimension Designs, the best custom retro gaming decals in the game, period. Also now available, Glen's Retroware, t-shirts, jackets, mugs, carrying bags, and lots of other items. Show your support for Glen's Retro Show and wear something with style. Hi everybody, thank you for joining me on today's edition of Glen's Retro Show, an episode that I'm surprised I was able to make. Recently I've been fighting off a very sinister Microsoft virus off of my hard drives, and I did actually lose some data from my show, some episodes I was working on. So I have not had a good round of luck as of late. However, I just wanted to make a quick little episode about some things that are happening on my channel and my Facebook groups. I have started a new Facebook group called the Arcade 1-Up fan page. If you have not been keeping up on some of the new things out there lately, Arcade 1-Up is making some new licensed mini arcade machines. Similar to these here, we have my Zaxxon actually over here, which is a real arcade machine. And this here is actually an NES Pro Play, which was an arcade machine designed for your NES. You would put your NES cartridge machine down here and play some games. I've since modified it to play MAME and other emulators, but the Arcade 1-Up is kind of doing that and this together in a nicer way. They have a fairly inexpensive, right now they're kind of going for $2.99 from what I've been seeing on pre-order lists at Walmart, Target, GameStop, and even Bed Bath & Beyond. And they really look nice. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I'm getting a lot of comments back and forth about it's not a real arcade machine, I don't want it, or I can do the same thing on MAME already. But people need to realize not everyone has the ability to make their own system. Not only that, a lot of these systems, probably most of the machines, are completely unlicensed with ROMs that are not legal. The Arcade 1-Up are licensed from the manufacturer, real arcade ROM systems on the different consoles they make. And they have Asteroids with Tempest, they have Missile Command and Centipede, they have Street Fighter, and they're very active with the community because they're actually asking you, the viewers out there, and the fans, what machines you'd want to see. And they're actually listening and getting your opinions on it. Now, again, I'm bringing this all up because we've been getting pretty lucky as of late with a lot of manufacturers kind of jumping on board with the retro community. We've been around for a long time, but we've had Basic Fun coming out with their systems. We had My Arcade coming out with their systems. We have Tiny Arcade bringing out their systems. We have NES cases with Raspberry Pis in them. So we're getting a lot of new things, and Arcade 1-Up is kind of, I think, stepping up the game because they are making real little machines you can take home, about 60 pounds each, which is easy to move around from room to room. They're about 4 feet tall, so they're not going to be as tall as these, but if you're sitting down, they'll be pretty nice to use, but they also do make a little stands that'll raise it up a foot. So I just want you out there to take a look at www.arcade1up.com and take a look at the machines for yourself. Again, they may not be for everyone, but don't hate them because you're saying I can build my own for cheaper or it's not going to be nice.
Hey guys, what's going on? We're here at E3 and thanks for joining us today. Let me show you Arcade 1-Up. Very, very cool. So what you're looking at here, these are real actual arcade games. Like, I don't know how old you guys are, I'm 49, but so when I was a kid, when I was 14, 15, I used to play Asteroids, I used to play Centipede, Street Fighter and all this stuff, and they were pretty cool. But when I went to the arcade, they were 6 feet tall, right? And if I wanted to buy one for my house, they were 3 Gs, but they were cool because you had the arcade experience. So what we did is, we made them a little bit smaller. Plays like the exact real game. You pick your favorite character, right? I'm sitting down because I'm too old, I don't want to stand that much longer. And as I start to fight here, come on guys, start up. But it's the real deal. It's a real control panel, just like they had in the games, right? What's really cool is, so we use a 17-inch screen, and the box, rather than being 6 feet tall, it's 48 inches tall, right? And it's also, rather than weighing 300 pounds, it only weighs 60 pounds, so you can move it around your house pretty easily. If you want to stand, when you stand up and play it, just like this Centipede right here, what's really cool about this is the distance from the top to the bottom when you add in, you had to add in a little riser, right? So you put it on top of a riser that we sell separately, and now the control deck is exactly the same height as it was in the real game that was $3,000. So you basically get a $3,000 machine at your house for $300 to $400 retail. And we got some great stuff coming out. Be on the lookout. There's some secret games that are going to launch November, December of this year. Go to GameStop, go to Target, go to Best Buy, go to Walmart, go to anywhere you can. Get these games. They're really, really cool.
They look pretty nice to me. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these suckers, especially the way they're doing it. You're getting more than one game on most of them. Now there is, I understand, a Best Buy exclusive Space Invaders, which I do want, but it's just Space Invaders on it. The one I really have my eye on is the Asteroids with Tempest and a couple other games on it. For the spinner for Tempest, which would be kind of nice, and the good artwork you have on that Asteroids. Asteroids is one of my favorite games. But they also have a Centipede with Missile Command on it, which of course I want Missile Command. And who wouldn't want Centipede? So I may run out of room, I don't know. But I just wanted to make this video saying that definitely take a look at the website, take a look for yourself. They're going to be available at quite a few different retailers for around $2.99. My eye is actually on Bed Bath & Beyond because they do usually have a 10 or 20% off coupon, which should work towards it. And I've had a lot of people also saying that the machine's product was built very well. Well, this guy right here, this Pro Play arcade I've had since 1989. And this sucker is still here and it's still in great shape. And it's made from, particle board compressed with a laminate on top, but good controls and everything. So my eyes, my ears, my hands are all ready to find out how these machines are going to be, and I will give you an honest review when they're available. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and again, take a look at the www.arcade1up.com, and do check out the other ones too, the Basic Fun units from Bridge Direct, the Tiny Arcade from Super Impulse, and of course My Arcade. All these companies are putting some investment into these machines, and I'm excited about it. So I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, game on.
Glenn at the Tiny Arcade fan page. Remember, don't admire people too much. They'll disappoint you.
Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.